Look, look. Nigga called the Watcher. Keep watching, nigga. He said 64%. He said, Kevin, why are you bringing Kevin Samuels in this shit, bro? Like, Kevin, leave that man dead, bro. Leave that man dead. Leave him alone, bro. He dead. Like, I get it. People don't like him. I get it. People, have their words and their say, but just let the dead rest, okay? He has nothing to do with this conversation. Even his sentiments on black folks, if you don't work hard, then you're not, like, even his sentiments I didn't agree with. You feel me? So leave Kevin Samuels, let him die, let him dead, let him lay in peace without bringing up his name like the motherfucking Beetlejuice and Boogeyman, okay? That has nothing to do with this conversation. But when you say 64% of black men are in the middle class, right? 64% of black men are in the middle class and 8% of all millionaires are black. I don't even know if I believe that statement. I got to get some facts on that. But you do realize that the middle class ain't the middle class no more. Like what we talking about middle class for? When the middle class, nowadays, the middle class, you have to be making at least, I want to say about $1 million a year, if not close to 6 to 10. I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but let's just keep it a buck. The middle class is being gutted. There's no such thing as a middle class nowadays. Like, there's literally white people moving in the hood. That literally tells you about the middle class. Why are white people moving in the hood? They can no longer afford the middle class, nigga. It's like you keep saying this 64% of black men are like, I'm gonna make sure I do my research on that, because I haven't seen that number ever, and I damn sure haven't seen that 8% of all millionaires are black. Damn sure I haven't seen that. But maybe you're talking about the world. If you're talking about the world, then I guess. But I'm not talking about this nation. I don't know about all that. But we could do our due diligence and make sure we do research. But all I'm saying is, when you talk about middle class, let's stick on middle class. There is no fucking middle class. Like, give me a minute. So we back. we back. And I got a little bit more research with me. You feel me? Just a little bit. Nice little Google search real quick. But here we go. Nice little lesson about black middle class. Let's talk about it. Shining a light on the black middle class. Basically, 2023 article, Urban Wire. Why should we focus on the black middle class? Although the common term middle class is generally understood within specific context, there is no consistent definition, nor is there a consensus among researchers on who to consider middle class. A 2018 study reviewing 12 income based on measures of the middle class found that a household with an annual income between $13,000 and $230,000 could constitute the middle class, depending on the definition. Today, middle class, quote unquote, generally refers to people with higher levels of formal education, post-secondary degrees, white-collar workers, middle-income earners, and those who own certain assets like a home. Though home ownership is sometimes considered, wealth-based definitions are less common. In any case, these traditional markers of middle class status often don't apply to black families in the same way. Why do you think that they don't apply to black families in the same way, Mr. Kevin Samuels, bringer upper, Mr. Watcher? Let's watch some more. In any case, these traditional markers of middle class, I already wrote that. My goofy ass. Education, for example. Well, it says aren't enough to secure financial well-being. Education, for example, has historically been conceptualized as the great equalizer, as a PDF. Still, as black Americans have made progress on increasing education, we talk about this all the time. You have to work harder in education. You have to work harder in education. Now, y'all keep saying work harder, work harder. If you work harder, you can be considered a great American. Y'all keep saying that shit. Even Kevin Samuel said that shit. But we have seen time and time again that's not enough in this country as a black person. In any case, these traditional markers of middle class status don't often apply to black families in the same way, or often not enough. Still, as Black Americans have made progress on increasing educational attainment, including bachelor's and advanced degrees, they continue to experience discrimination and economic hardships, even if they manage to secure more prestigious occupations and higher income relative to other Black people. Another common indicator, wealth, has always been precarious for Black families in America, which is in direct contrast to the white middle class, where white Americans' intentional government policies propelled and built what became the modern white middle class by privileging the wealth accumulation and social status of predominantly white occupations. In the education, gains from organized labor and building jobs that enabled entry into staying in the middle class. These developments were parallel to an underdevelopment of Black America through legal segregation. Reading continued. Listen, if y'all don't believe that these things don't exist, bro, just like, it is what it is, man. I don't know what to say to y'all. You feel me? Like, we here. And yes, you can talk about the aspects of, yes, these things do exist, but we have to overcome them. How long do we got to keep overcoming these things that have been existing for over 200 to 300 to 400 plus years? Like, we got to keep doing this shit? You telling me that you got to keep doing this shit? You got to keep overcoming? Didn't I tell you in the last video that Martin Luther King didn't get a bullet for overcoming? Matter of fact, after he overcame his thought of hope, like Obama sold us, they gave him a bullet after overcoming. How many? The deeper, darker part is after Black people literally overcome the aspect of fuck this shit. Like, let's get it out the fucking, you feel me, the back way. I'm just saying. And then you got the motherfuckers that simply like, well, you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. Some niggas is just tired, bruh. Some niggas is tired. The watcher. You feel me? Just keep watching, bruh. Stop responding. Watch to listen. Watch to just listen, not respond. You feel me? Because even the best of us, even the niggas that's in hard-working jobs, military, serving the country, you know what I mean? Top positions. Even motherfuckers that's in education, high-performing education, they still got to go through it. So it's like, well, what are we talking about, bro? And again, let Kevin Samuels rest in peace. Don't just go around throwing that man's name around, bro. You out here just throwing that man's name around. He probably don't even fuck with you. He probably don't even fuck with your ass. You don't know. Better be careful. He might be asleep. He might be watching you while you sleep. Stay safe. Stay dangerous.